Hello everyone, my name is Evan Jacobs and we have an interesting bout here. This bout was set to happen, I want to say, on March 28th. It was going to be a DAZN bout versus with David Avanesyan taking on Josh Kelly. But sadly, the coronavirus pandemic sort of, obviously has canceled a lot of fights. Although right now the prelims on a crowdless UFC card are happening. I'll be watching those later. Just wanted to get this podcast done today. I'm, like I said, trying to do 2 a week. And, just trying to just keep this going. So anyway, we have Josh Kelly versus David Avanesyan. Kelly's 26, Avanesyan's 31. Kelly's 5'10", Avanesyan is 5'8". And it might be Avanesyan. I'll just call him David. They both weigh 147 pounds. Josh Kelly, 72 reach. David Avanesyan, 68 reach. I'm actually going to double check to make sure I have Avanesyan correct. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so it makes sense. 10 fights for Josh Kelly, no losses, 6 knockouts. And David Avanesyan, 26 wins, 3 losses, 1 loss by the way of knockout. The bout scheduled for 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 10-point must scoring system, no mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule waived. Let's get right to it, folks. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep this going. I think tomorrow, for Mother's Day, I'll be doing the Estrada Chocolatito fight. And then I think I'm going to do Andrade versus Billy Joe Saunders, and then Daniel Jacobs versus Callum Smith. And then, I got to kind of find more fights. Hopefully, they start announcing some of these crowdless fights, but maybe I've already done them, so I might be ahead of the curve. So we're going to find out. I may have to go back to just doing 1 a week for a while, which would be fine. I'd rather do that than do like made-up fights or fights that are not going to be happening. Mainly, or that there's no possible way. Although I could do some of the Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson looked really good in sparring. Now there's talk that he's going to come back. So I could do that and do them as like charity bouts, 1-minute rounds, make them 5 rounds, and just just sort of see how that sort of goes. Been an interesting day today. I got a new cat. And he's pretty awesome. I've not been a cat owner in a while, and I just I've lived alone, and I've been running the show just myself. And there's something about having something here, something other than me, kind of having just to give up a little bit of that control of the house, kind of having to let him kind of go to where he wants to go and scurry and do his thing. So, yeah. So far, he seems pretty awesome. I found him recently hiding behind a bunch of books and a bunch of my writings, which was kind of cool. So anyway, I got a new cat. His current name is Gizmo. I might change that to Lafcadio, just because I've always wanted a cat named after Lafcadio, the lion who shot back. It's a Shel Silverstein book, but we shall see. And once again, I don't know if I've said this, you are watching BoxingTime TV. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and just being a part of this broadcast. It's this fight should be fairly interesting in that Josh Kelly in that David Avanesyan, I'll just say his name, Avanesyan has or Avanesyan. I don't know. I'm just going to say Avanesyan. And someone can let me know in the comments or tell me if I said his name wrong. But, yeah, so far, he has more experience. But Josh Kelly hits harder, up-and-coming guy. So, we'll see. But apparently, Avanesyan is riding a 2-fight win streak with a knockouts. Wow, he just wobbled Josh Kelly. So you never know. You never know, folks. Like I said, this game is the theater of the unexpected, and no game really shows it more than this one, mainly because, anything can happen at any moment. And like that round, one judge gave it to Josh Kelly 10-8. Another two of the judges gave it to Avanesyan 10-9. So we're 28. It's still even after this, and we have 11 more rounds to go. I don't know that we're going to get that far, but we will see. Oh, I'm telling you, scrappy from David Avanesyan, just wobbling him, and Josh Kelly, just hey, it's kind of something that maybe they're saying to him, like, hey, young guy, it maybe isn't your time yet, or hey, this is not going to be easy for you. And so you have David Avanesyan doing good work at long distance. You have Josh Kelly kind of going to the body. Once again, you're watching BoxingTime TV. If you like what you're seeing here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Please, tell your family and friends. We sure do appreciate, we just appreciate you showing an interest in this, caring about this. And yeah, it's we're just very, very thankful, that we have an audience, that we have some subscribers. And, I know this isn't the biggest thing in the world, but it's fun. It's a different way to look at the sport. We actually show a fight instead of talking just about the fight, pontificating, which I love those shows anyway. And I also been finding a lot of really cool shows, like just watched one on YouTube about the Iran Barkley Roberto Duran fight. I mean, what just a tremendously enjoyable affair. So yeah, I was very, very thankful to find that. And yeah, so like I said, if you're please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Also, I'm on Instagram. So if you're interested, please please just contact me, and I will do my best to make that happen. You can find me on Instagram, Boxing Time with Evan. I've been posting more lately, just kind of more news, just giving thoughts and just pontificating, as it were. And right now, David Avanesyan doing pretty good work with Josh Kelly. Fighting well from a distance, showing a lot of boxing acumen. And I don't know. I have a feeling the judges are going to give Kelly that round, but I think Avanesyan did really, really well. One judge has it even. Another judge has it even. Okay, and one judge gives it to Avanesyan. So Avanesyan up by 1 point as we go into the third round. And right now, Josh Kelly just trying to close that distance. Wants to start cranking up those punches, but David Avanesyan not making it that easy for him to do that. And that's the thing is that David Avanesyan, when he gets closer, when he takes those chances, he potentially could be putting himself in harm's way. Oh, and Josh Kelly getting closer now, landing some hard shots. But David Avanesyan having a pretty good round too. It's only been in this coming into this last stanza, this final minute, that we're seeing Josh Kelly land a little bit more of the harder punches. Oh, and right now, Avanesyan kind of coming forward. You know, Avanesyan looking at his record, he has a victory over Shane Mosley. He does have, sorry, he does, sorry, he just got, like I said, 2 knockouts in his last fight against Jose Del Rio and Kerman Laraga. 2 of them, so he did that twice. He has a loss to Lamont Peterson, and right now Josh Kelly taking that round 10-9 on 2 of the judges' scorecards. One of the judges having it even. So, folks, we have a very competitive fight right now, kind of going back and forth. Is Josh Kelly going to start coming forward? Did he find something in that last round as a way to land? Or has the older, more experienced Avanesyan figured something out in his own right, and we're gonna see a competitive fight all the way around? So yeah, I'm looking at all of these. I'm looking at all of their records, and it's obvious that between the two, Avanesyan has a better record. Josh Kelly with a draw against Ray Robinson in Madison Square Garden, which, as I'm looking here, that was really his first fight outside of England. So just looking at his record, not a ton of recognizable names on there. So this is a big fight for him. If he can get a victory over David Avanesyan, if he can figure it out, and he's landing a lot right now, he's putting his shots together, he's running the numbers, we could potentially see something. We will just have to see, folks. Oh, and Avanesyan punching back now when he's found his distance again. And that's the thing. When he's at that distance, he's able to land in a way on Josh Kelly that makes Josh Kelly uncomfortable. So we'll see if Avanesyan can keep this up. Although he's taking a lot of shots right now. And it's clear that this round is going to Josh Kelly. I think Josh Kelly's slowly starting to take this thing over, but I could be wrong. And you never know. David Avanesyan may have some tricks up his sleeve. Oh, and here it is. We're in the final minute, and Josh Kelly once again kind of getting into that bop and move and kind of pot shotting and landing in such a way that he is tattooing David Avanesyan. Avanesyan's got to get that jab going. He's got to find his distance. He needs more movement because right now Josh Kelly is getting into a groove, and once he's in that groove, it's going to be trouble for David Avanesyan to get him out of that. All right. So we're ending that round. All right. And Josh Kelly taking that round, just like I said. Has he started to take over? We're going to have to see. But David Avanesyan coming out and landing hard on him. And David Avanesyan does not want to go into that good night. He knows he lost that round. He's going to try to work this out. Once again, if you're watching Boxing Time TV, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you're seeing and you're not already subscribed, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Please tell your family and friends. This is an interesting way to look at matches, and I'm trying to do as many of the matches as possible that were canceled during coronavirus or because of coronavirus. And I just want to thank you for tuning in. Things look like they're opening up a little bit, and it seems like we're, kind of coming out of this. There's talk of a second wave and this and that, and so there's a lot of talk on both sides. I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. I think we still obviously need to be vigilant. We need to be safe, and we need to practice social distancing, and at the same time, support businesses and do things to kind of get this economy, continue to get it moving. That's kind of where I come out on this whole thing. Oh, and David Avanesyan pushing Josh Kelly back. Has he found something, or is he taking a chance because maybe he feels a little bit desperate? He knows that Josh Kelly won that last round. Josh Kelly maybe starting to push forward. Avanesyan fighting back, and this, folks, has turned into a really, really good competitive fight. And we're gonna have to see. We're in the final minute, and Avanesyan really pushing Kelly and landing too, finding a home for that left hand. Folks, we have a good fight right now, and it's the kind of fight that could go either way. I always say when two fighters can do their style, we get a great fight. And you never know, David Avanesyan can come out of this round and be even up with Josh Kelly after 5. Oh, man, we end that round strong. Let's see, is that an even round? Oh, and Avanesyan has a cut over his eye, just saying that Kelly's tired. One judge has it even. Another judge gives it to Avanesyan, to Kelly. Another judge gives it to Kelly. So Kelly winning that round. He's up by 6 points now as we go into the 6th round. Is Josh Kelly going? Oh, and David Avanesyan going to the body. He's pushing his younger opponent. And so we'll have to see. We will have to see. Oh, they're fighting back now. Josh Kelly thinking that he's found something as Avanesyan pushes him back with shots. Both fighters are tired. We're in the sixth round now. And I'm telling you, Josh Kelly getting everything that he can handle. If he thought he was just going to walk in and walk right through David Avanesyan, he's sorely mistaken. Oh, and Avanesyan wobbled with a body shot. Josh Kelly in the final minute, he's trying to take over now. He wants to take this fight over, but at the same time, he knows every time he tries to get close, David Kelly's fighting for his life, folks. And we're seeing that here in this bout on BoxingTime TV. So right now, Avanesyan has a gash over his eye. Kelly's very, very tired. Folks, we're looking at 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. All for Josh Kelly. He's coming on. Are they going to stop this bout? David Avanesyan has a gash, but the thing is, it looks like they're both tied. It looks like they're both slugging it out here. Josh Kelly has to be careful. He got wobbled in the first round. He doesn't want to walk into something. At the same time, he's also throwing a lot of punches, so he's kind of tired. David Avanesyan now is behind by... how many points? By 11 points. So, well, no, not 11. He's behind. Sorry, I can't even count. He's behind by 9. So it's a question of, can he stop the onslaught of Josh Kelly? And Kelly just keeps coming forward. He's landing shots. He wobbled Avanesyan. Avanesyan getting tagged right now, folks. And they're taking a close look at this. They're taking a close look as Josh Kelly comes forward and really looks good in this bout. Oh wow, and he wobbles David Avanesyan, wobbling him, hurting him. Wow. If I'm Josh Kelly, I go to the body, I try to set that up all over again. Oh, and driving him into the ropes is Josh Kelly punching David Avanesyan. You never know. They could stop this, folks. We're halfway through this, and it looks like Josh Kelly's starting to take over a little bit, but David Avanesyan fighting back, fighting for his life. Oh, David Avanesyan punching back. He's, and that's the thing, is he did wobble Josh Kelly coming off the ropes. Maybe he's thinking he can strike lightning in a bottle. He's taking a lot of shots now, though. And this is the kind of thing, I mean, how much punishment do you really want to see him take? You need to start asking yourself those kinds of questions. Oh, so they're saying Avanesyan's very tired and has a gash over his eye. And, and you have Josh Kelly taking that round 10-8, 10-8, and 10-9 over over David Avanesyan. And I wonder if they're going to stop this. We're heading into the 8th round. David Avanesyan landing a body shot there. Josh Kelly just kind of, seeming content. He's finding his range, and, You know, why take chances that he doesn't have to take? He goes to the body now. He's just breaking David Avanesyan down. Oh, and they stop it. The referee stops the fight. Avanesyan cannot see, so Josh Kelly's going to get the victory. It's a TKO, and you know, this is sort of like when Avanesyan got stopped by, I want to say that it was, oh gosh, who was that guy that stopped him? Edgikis Kavalakis. Hard for me to say his name. Apparently, this was one of the things where he just took a lot of shots. He was wobbled, he was hurt, but he did not go down. So here, the winner's Josh Kelly by TKO. Fight lasted 8 rounds. Kelly was not knocked down. Avanesyan was not knocked down, and there was a gash over his eye. The scoring's pretty academic. Josh Kelly kind of pulling away here, 70-63, 69-65, 68-65. And that just would have continued. He just would have gone on and probably landed like that. And, you know, Avanesyan, tough guy, would have hung on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching Boxing Time TV. If you like what you saw here today, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, we will be seeing you at the fight. This was a very entertaining fight, and our motto here at Boxing Time TV. And also, please give me a follow on Instagram, Boxing Time with Evan. I am posting more, even though that really is more of a shadow page directing people to the Boxing Time channel on YouTube. Once again, our motto here, Boxing Time TV. Why wait? Watch it now, then watch the real thing when it airs. Hey, we're slowly coming out of this thing, folks. Stay safe. Let's take care of one another. Let's try to separate fact from fiction. Let's not try to just find things that sort of fit what we believe or want to believe. I know it's tough. We have a lot of information coming at us, and the best thing you can do is just do your best. Thank you so much for tuning in.